Gov. For your money, with less than 25 days remaining in 2018, you might be content to just push any of your financial matters into next year.
That's fine.
Do it.
Financial expert Andy Mattingly says, big mistake. So he's in the studio today discussing a few key things you could consider now, including speaking correctly, I guess. Andy, let's talk about savings. There may be people out there saying my resolution is to save more. What opportunities should they consider?
Right. Well, there's three that you really have to have done before the end of the year. That's anything you want to put in 529 plan, which is probably a little bit easier to do than the other two I'm going to talk about, which is your 401k and health savings, because you probably have one paycheck left. So if you want to meet the maximums there, you're probably going to have to take a little bit more out of your paycheck. But those three things are things you really need to get done before the end of the year.
So what would you say is the most common overlooked benefit?
Probably the most common is that people forget about their flexible spending account and they have some money left and they're not sure what to do. Well, if you have some preventative care that you can take care of, do that now, because you don't have to have the bill now, you just have to have the service done before the end of the year, because most are use it or lose it.
Talk about employee benefit moves that we should be thinking about.
Yeah, you know, one of the things is we get in the habit of just taking the same coverages that we've had every year, and you have maybe a little bit of time at your company to make sure that you've set yourself up, because most companies offer different types of coverages. So look at what you think your health is going to be next year and change those coverages. You might still have time to do that.
So do you have any other money moves we can make that help with taxes?
Yeah, and some things have changes with the taxes, so you want to look at this, but charitable contributions is always something you want to make sure you get done if you're going to be deducting. And then you also want to look at investment gains and losses and see if it's time to make some moves there.
You're already thinking about taxes. You're ahead of the game here, Frank. What is the biggest financial threat in December?
Well, I mean, we've talked about this before, but really now we're about 12 days away. And if you haven't got your shopping done, you're probably getting in panic mode and you'll have an opportunity to overspend. So develop that last 12-day plan and make sure you don't overspend.
So is there a quick way for us to determine if 2018 has been a financially successful year?
Yeah, just look at what your net worth was at the beginning of the year and what it is now. And your net worth is simply all of your assets, savings, cash, 401k, minus all of your debt, student loans, car loans, and your house. And just see if you've improved from the beginning of the year till now.
All right.
It's kind of like a diet. Start tomorrow. Start sometime, right?
Yeah.
All right, Andy, thank you.
Thank you.
Kohl's is looking out if you are a last